Okay, Leo, you're up finally. For Leo, this is, first of all, my name is Dawn Priolat, and my website is www.dawnpriolat.com. And this reading is going to be a love tarot consultation for Leo, and it's going to be for the dates of October 1st through the 31st, okay? And first thing, as I've been doing all this month anyway, next month I may change it up a bit, but the final card that I'm going to choose will be an outcome card. So I want you to have in mind a question about your relationship, or if you're looking for a relationship. Still, you may have a question about, what is blocking me? What am I looking for? What do I really need and want in a relationship? So have that question. Probably you should write it down. And let's see if I can get through your reading without being interrupted, because I am in Dubai, my new home, and I am actually by the pool. And I hope that there's not too much noise in the background. So anyway, let's get started. So the first card that I chose for you is this one. This one is in the first position. It is how you see your partner. And it is the Nine of Pentacles. So, Nine of Pentacles, this is someone who has a very nice, comfortable life financially. So this is either how you're looking at your partner. It may also have to do with how you are hoping your life will be due to your relationship with your partner. Maybe you're with a partner who is very secure financially, and therefore that also will affect you and your lifestyle. If that is the case, no problem with that. How you manifest money is how you manifest money. You can either manifest your own, or you can choose to manifest a partner who will provide for you. So anyway, the second card, this is how your partner sees you. The Hierophant. Now the Hierophant, this oftentimes is someone who has to do with institutions like schools, someone who kind of likes to play by the rules. There's a certain way of doing things. You have a certain structure. That's what this card really represents, is structure. So this is how your partner is seeing you, as a person who likes structure, who feels secure with structure, the institution, as it were. It's just the kind of environment that you feel most comfortable in. And this makes a lot of sense when I show you the next card, which is in the third position, which is your needs in the relationship. The Emperor. The Emperor is someone who very much likes to be in control. And when the card is upright, as it is here, this is a good kind of control, because control is not always a bad thing. And for someone like you, if you do like structure and you feel more secure within that kind of environment, this is kind of telling me that you like a strong man. You like a man who's very masculine, who's a take charge kind of guy. And it seems that he, sees that in you as well. Now, what your partner needs in the relationship, Four of Staves, Four of Wands. This is like the happy home. Fours, the number 4 represents foundation. So what I get with this card is that, what your partner's looking for is that nice foundation, the nice happy home, stability, and happiness, and also I'm getting order, order in the home. And so it the way it looks like from the cards that I have coming up so far, even though, I realize that some of you Leos that are watching this you may be men, um, and but what this looks like, it almost looks like, a partnership where you have the more traditional kind of partnership where the woman, it kind of takes care of the home, and the man is there to provide the financial stability, while the wife is providing the foundation, the happy home, and the stability of a well-ordered home. It kind of looks that way. So I'm sure that's going to apply to some of you, maybe not to others. But sometimes men can fulfill that role too, of taking care of the home. And sometimes that works out very well for certain partners, for certain relationships. Now, this card is the state of the current state of the relationship, the Knight of Cups. This is like an offering of love, really a message and an offering of love. So if, for those of you who are already in a coupled relationship, maybe a long-term relationship, it may just be that your partner is offering you like a special night out, wants to take you out to dinner, maybe the two of you haven't really done anything special for a while. So it could be that you're going out somewhere special. It could be an anniversary celebration. But it's an offering of love. Oh, and I just got possibly engagement ring. Okay, so for some of you lucky Leos, your relationship may be moving to that next step. Let me know about that too in the comments. This next card is in the position that kind of represents how you want the relationship to go, the path that you want the relationship to go on. And this is Three of Pentacles. This is a card about, working together as a team. And that really makes sense from the last card because, if it's a possible engagement or a possible, an offering of love, almost like a renewal of love, a message about love. So that would really make sense with this card. It's someone who can work really well together as part of a team. And the next card up, this is how your partner would like the relationship to move forward. And it's the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so there's a couple of different ways to look at this, and obviously, it's going to be different depending on your situation. This is a general reading, but I'm just going to tell you what I'm feeling with this. The Six of Pentacles upright, this is, to me, I see this as a give and take kind of card. There's a balance between who's giving and who's taking, and there's really a cooperation and a balance. But the fact that it came up in the reverse is telling me that perhaps your partner does not feel like there's an even give and take. Or the other thing, because I did pull a clarifying card, which was the Page of Pentacles, and this could be for either you or your partner. Page of Pentacles, this could be a new job offer, a new message about money. And so it's either you or your partner doesn't feel able to contribute, perhaps, or doesn't feel that there's enough balance within the relationship. And this may actually have to do with, actual money, because, both of these cards are pentacles after all. And I find this even with a lot of women, now, because women nowadays are expected to contribute financially. There's a lot of pressure on us to be very, very successful financially and to really contribute, even Steven. And this has put a lot of pressure on women because women still don't get paid as much as men do. Let's face it. Just generally speaking. So anyhow, see how that applies to you in your relationship. But generally, it's just saying, your partner really wants, more of an equal give and take. Now, a factor that you need to consider within this relationship, the High Priestess, there is a real communication. There's a real psychic bond between you and your partner. You are more intuitive about your partner than what you know. And you need to really count more on your intuition and let go of negative thinking. Always try to focus on the positive things that your partner does and let him know or her know when he or she does something you like. Let them know. They'll keep doing it, okay? And use your intuition instead of maybe talking to your girlfriends and they might tell you a bunch of negative things due to their attitudes about men. Final card. Remember I told you to have a question in mind because I was going to pick an outcome card, and this is the outcome card. It is the Eight of Swords. Now, I had to pick a couple of clarifying cards because, as an outcome card, this is kind of, could be upsetting for some people. As the answer to your question, if it's a yes-no question, it's a yes. So, for example, if you were asking the question, is this going to work out as a long-term relationship? The answer is yes, but what it's showing me, the Eight Swords, the swords represent thoughts, communication, and the fact that she's blindfolded and tied up and she's got all these swords around her, that tells me that, you create a prison with your own mind. So yeah, the relationship may work out, but you may also feel trapped in it with a lot of worries. I'm actually seeing the Nine of Swords card. And so yeah, it may work out, but you may feel trapped. Of course, that's something that you can change, by the way. There are things you can do with your energy. You can do some EFT tapping to change your attitude and your thoughts and your beliefs, and therefore it will change the entire outcome. You can have a much brighter outcome. And so the clarifying cards that I chose, also, this will make more sense now, is the Hanged Man in reverse and the Eight of Staves in reverse. And the Eight of Staves in reverse, see, this normally when it's upright, this tells me like you hit the mark. You got what you were looking for. The fact that it came up in reverse tells me maybe not so. Maybe you got 3/4 of what you wanted, but there's something missing from this relationship, something maybe that you're wanting to see change. And that is also contributing to you feeling trapped, feeling, and getting caught up in all of your thoughts about this. Also, the Hanged Man, this came up in reverse as well. Normally when it's like this, this is the upright position. And you can see he's got like light around his head. When you see pictures of people like Jesus and Mary, you usually see them with light around their head. And that also can stand for spiritual illumination. And that's what I'm feeling with this card because it came up in the reverse. And so for some of you who are watching this, what this may be saying is that, he might be a good guy or might be a good partner in some ways, but perhaps you feel the spiritual aspect is missing. I know for so many women, this is the case. You know, you feel like, oh, maybe he's not such a bad guy, but you feel like he doesn't really get you as far as your spiritual side. And I would urge you, before you come to that conclusion, maybe look for ways in which he is actually spiritual, and maybe you haven't seen that. Um, and also, of course, as I said, EFT tapping can do wonders on your point of view about that, because your point of view is what's creating your entire world. Okay, so if you want to see change in your relationship, the change has to start with you. You are the common denominator in all of your relationships. So remember, it's about working on you, Leo. Okay. And so I hope that this has been helpful for you, Leo. And if you need more of a personal reading, look in the description box below, because I put a link. I'm doing a special 2-question reading in which I will actually send you the reading by video. And it'll be kind of like this, except it's going to be precisely for you, specifically for you. And you get to ask 2 questions, any questions that you have, okay? So check that out in the description below. And as well, please subscribe to my channel so that you can keep getting these updates, and also some really good tapping videos, by the way, too, so that you can improve your relationships. And so, Leo, until next time, I'll see you soon.